What's up, guys, and welcome back to Kyler Speaks. Now, I have suddenly gained a massive following, and so I figured, what could I do to provide you guys with value? And so today, we're going to be talking about a secret that no one else expresses. They don't want to express this to you because that's how they make their money. That's exactly how they make their money. But you guys are the ones that will fall for the trap and entrap yourselves into financial debt. And so today I'm going to be talking about not taking out loans. Do not have loans. Do not put things on credit cards. Don't do it, guys. I have some statistics for you. Let's say that you think that buying a house is a good idea. You buy a house for $500,000 on a 30-year mortgage. Guess what you'll end up paying in interest? That is my French Bulldog Tesla. He is going crazy. I just took him outside. He is going to do that for the next 10 minutes. And then, if you can bear with me, he will quit and he will calm down. He's just super excited. See, it's already kind of starting to quit. Let me get back to what I was speaking about. On a $500,000 house, you are going to end up paying over 30 years. This is crazy, guys. Drum roll. Drum roll. Oh my God. You will end up paying $200,000 in interest. 200 grand in interest. So you actually didn't pay 500,000 for your $500,000 house. You paid close to 750,000. Is that a good investment? Fuck no. But everyone and their mom likes to show off. They like to show out. Trust me, I'm guilty of it too. I'm wearing diamond sunglasses and a Gucci t-shirt. I get it. Everyone likes to show out, but don't stretch yourself too thin initially. Save your money, guys. What car do you drive? I guarantee that you guys probably aren't quite as financially set as I am or well off as I am, and some of you guys are, and that's not a flex, but what I'm about to express to you guys is really, really crucial if you ever want to gain any sort of financial freedom. What kind of car do you drive? I guarantee you that you drive a nicer car than I do. I guarantee it. I drive a 2002 Volvo S60. See, I didn't even know what my car is. That's how much I pay attention to it. Now, could I have gotten a Lamborghini? Sure. Could I have gotten a G-Wagon? Sure. And I could write it off as a business expense. I get it. If it's over so much weight, then it can go against the amount of taxes you have to pay at the end of the year. It's called a business write-off. But do you need that car? Fuck no, you don't need that car. And guys, just pay for your cars in cash and get junkers. The market is 30% over what it should be right now. When you go to the dealership, they are going to absolutely hose you. And when the market goes back down, you're going to be upset that you paid 60 grand for something that's now brand new, only worth 40. You'll be able to get a brand new version of your car for cheaper than what you are wanting to sell your car for when it's time for an upgrade. And so just cut the bullshit and live within your means. And what does that mean? What does living within your means mean, Kyler? Let me explain this to you guys. Society wants you to spend the absolute maximum amount that you potentially can spend on certain items. That's how you get into a trap. And once they have you trapped, they own you. Society and the people at the top of this society want to own you. Don't allow them to own you, guys. Don't fall for that bullshit. Let's say you get a brand new promotion. Let's say Tom gets a promotion. Well, Tom, I'm moving you up from employee to executive supervisor. So that comes with a very important salary. Now what you can do is you can be like me, Tom, and all my buddies, all of your now superiors and now your equals. When you go into the break room, you can have a Cartier Santos, just like we have. You can have a silk Versace Sai. Would you like that, Tom? Now you can drive a nice BMW. You could say goodbye to that Volvo. Everyone wants to put you into a classist hierarchy, and it's absolute bullshit because the people at the very top, which I will get into, do not think that way. They don't give a fuck what people think about them. And the majority of you guys, I'm not saying that owning a Lamborghini is a bad thing. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't stretch yourself thin in order to afford a fucking car when you can get one that is so much cheaper that will cause you so much less of a headache every single month. Do you know what a service fee is on a Lamborghini? It's $4,500, 4,500 bucks if you take it to the dealership. Do you honestly want to fuck around with that when you can get your oil changed at Pet Boys or something? I don't even know. I don't even know where you get your oil changed, but let's say it's $35. Just do that. Do that. Fuck buying a nice car. Don't do it. The second you go to get a loan on a house, which I think you should not buy a house right now. Why do you think I'm in an apartment? I'm waiting for the market to slow the fuck down. And when it slows down, all of these people that are boomers right now are like, wow, I won the fucking lottery. No matter where you live in the United States, someone bought their house for, let's say, 150,000, now it's worth 450. That makes no sense. You're telling me that if I bought that house for 450 in 20 years, that's going to be $1.5 million? No. Somebody is going to bite the bullet and take a loss. And so I would not buy a house right now. But if you are going to buy a house, then buy one that is within your means. Now, the banking guidelines will say that it is about 1/4 of your total money that you accumulate over the year. I would say cut that shit down even more so because like I said earlier, you're going to basically be paying half towards the principal, towards interest, guys. So when you get a house that is 500K, it's actually 750. In some states, it's even closer to 825 for that 500K house. Save up, save your money and buy it in cash. And people hate that. You know why? Because they don't make any commission. They make zero commission when you buy in cash. People hate you buying in cash. Go to a car dealership and test drive a car and go down and to the office and sit and tell them that you have cash. Look at that look on their face. They fucking hate your guts because they make money on the interest for the loan. They make money on the loan. You are paying interest to them and they want to get you in this debt trap forever. Fuck debt. Don't do it. Especially don't do it for a car. Guys, I just have to say, there is no car that you could potentially buy right now that would impress me more than you having financial freedom. Let me explain. I'll elaborate a little bit. Firstly, just a short rant. I do not want to see any more fucking Scat Packs or Hellcats or any of this trash from Dodge. I don't want to see a fucking Mustang ever. I hate that car so much. You know why? Because everyone has one. You're like, oh, it's special. It's limited edition. It has a bumblebee on the seat. Shut the fuck up. Don't buy nice, what you consider to be nice cars like that and spread yourself out too thin and then you're trapped. Don't do it. You know another car that is a hot take but not for me that I absolutely fucking hate? It's such a pathetic car because it's basically just a replica of a nicer car. It is the brand new Corvette. I know it's fast, guys. I've been in it, but it fucking blows. Every time I see that car and then I look and see that it is a Corvette, it makes me cringe because Corvette just copied Ferrari. And it's about 1/4 to 1/8 the price of a nice Ferrari. They're like, oh, let me make a Temu version of a Ferrari for every fucking American blue collar worker. Stop buying that car. Don't do it. Stop buying fucking Audis. Stop buying Mercedes. You haven't earned it yet. I'm not telling you not to get it. I'm saying don't buy it before you can afford it and pay for it in cash. The things you buy, like, yeah, am I wearing some nice sunglasses? Yeah. But the things you buy, you should be able to afford them as if it doesn't even affect you. And a lot of people don't live that way. They don't live that way. And people are probably going to get upset at me for saying that. They're going to say, you motherfucker, it's hard for me to live, blah, 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 blah. Okay, show me your finances. Let's take a fine-tooth comb through your finances, and I guarantee you that I will find some things on there that will have you holding your head in shame. Your head will be so fucking low to the ground, you'll look like you're sniffing up dust bunnies through your nostrils because you will hold your head low. If I were to go through your finances, what do you spend per month on groceries? What do you spend per month on entertainment? Oh, I have to have Netflix. Oh, the new Call of Duty came out. Guys, save your money. If you take that car payment that you were going to spend on a fucking scat pack and instead you invest that $500 over the course of 20 years, you will have 700K. And in 30 years, your amount that you put in per month will be exceeded by the return that you receive simply from the interest, right? So you will be getting back so much money. It compiles, let's say it's 7 to 10% return. That is called compound interest. And over time, in 30 years, you will have over $1 million. And I'm not telling you that this is going to be your saving grace. I think you should go out and hustle and create your own businesses or work as hard as you can in any sort of thing you want to pursue and become the best at it. And that is going to excel you so far in life that you won't have to worry about the minuscule $500 that you have been saving for 20 years, for 30 years. But that is definitely a great cushion. And I think you should be saving all of your money. Live so low from your actual means that you are living like a king, guys. Here's the thing, I'm not boggled down by massive debt. I have no car payment. I have no car payment. I have no house payment. And my apartment is paid in full for the entire year. And so no one, and I have money in the bank, and I have cash, a lot. No one can tell me what to do. I am a slave to no one. No one. If I want to go to Thailand or Ibiza or Newfoundland or England and I want to go to, maybe I want to go to Africa, I don't know what the fuck I'd want to go to Africa, but I can. If I want to travel the world, I can do it. Nothing is tying me down. And that's simply because I am not a slave to material things. Now there is good debt and there is bad debt. But for your guys' sake, consider all debt to be bad because you are not investing in something that is going to bring back a return. You are investing in something that you can't afford now. And so you want it now and you will pay more for it later. And that is the biggest mistake in life you could ever make when it comes to your personal finances. If you can't afford something now, what in the fuck makes you think you're going to afford it later? You think you're going to hit a parlay bet on FanDuel? Is that how you think you're going to be able to afford your lifestyle? Good luck, buddy. That is not strategic investment. That is definitely not strategic investment whatsoever. And furthermore, for all of you day traders, you don't know jack shit about day trading. I do. And I know how many people fail. You know that for every dollar you get, someone lost. It's probably a retail investor. And so you think you can go in and just hit big every time. It doesn't work that way, buddy. It's a full-time job. You have to have software. It's very, very, very difficult. You have to be looking at trends and then doing research and doing your due diligence on their quarterly earnings reports. It's very, very complicated. And so you think that you can just put a little bit of money into a stock that you feel good about in Robinhood and that's going to pay off? Guys, you're going to lose your shirt. You guys are the reason I made so much money in the stock market. Stop doing that. One in the hand is better than two in the bush. Don't do that. And furthermore, don't pay for any stupid ass courses, guys. I will never sell you a course on how to do anything because you can get the information for free. The second I put a paywall between the advice I want to give my audience, which I love, and I genuinely love you guys, so thank you guys very much, and make sure you like and subscribe. But the second I put a paywall in between you guys and knowledge that will help you, unsubscribe. I will never do that. I don't think you should be paying for any seminar, any lesson, And they're like, oh, well, if you want to learn, you have to spend a little bit of money. Bitch, I can get that for free. We're in the age of the internet. And furthermore, we're in the age of artificial intelligence. So you don't need to pay for anything. I think you guys should simmer down. And if you want my advice on what you should do, if you're 20, I have a lot of people ask me, they're 20, 21, 22, what should I do? And I look at them and I say, you're going to fail. You know why? Because you aren't willing to work for it. You want the things now. And it doesn't work that way. These people on social media make you think that you can live that life instantaneously. Oh, I'm on Twitch, and that's great, and that works out for some people. But that does not work out. That is a terrible, piss poor, ass backwards way of thinking. If you think that you are going to be rich in your early 20s and you're not going to work your absolute ass off, you are sadly mistaken. If you are truly that rich, you won't have time to buy things. You'll be working so hard, you won't have time to spend money. And then you get to enjoy it in your 30s. But this life, fortunately for us, is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Guys, I turned 30 this year, and I am better than ever. I'm stronger than ever. I'm richer than ever. I have more game than ever, although currently I do have a girlfriend that I love very much, but I have everything. I am you times 20. If any of you are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and you think, yeah, damn, you're old, Unc. You're fucking old. You're 30 years old. How do you go to the club? I personally don't go to the club, but if I did, I would turn up more than all you motherfuckers. So just be patient, guys. What I would tell you guys if you're asking for general broad advice is find something you love and become the absolute best at it. If you become the best, the money will flow in. It will absolutely rain on you like fucking T-Pain. You'll make it rain on these hoes. You'll make it rain. And you just have to focus and get extremely good at something. Find something you love. I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be collecting Pokemon cards. It could be doing anything. If you become the best at it, the absolute best, the money will pour into your bank account in the future. But nothing that you could ever obtain, whether it be a skill or whether it be in a material possession, if it comes easy, then it's not worth having. You have to hone in, and over the course of a lifetime, over the course of 10,000 hours or 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you have to develop a skill set that is better than anyone else in your surrounding area at that specific thing that you do. You have to become the fucking Rain Man of your industry. And then, over time, you will slowly gain more and more money. But if you're 21, 22, I would live at home if you can. But don't go out and ball and pretend like you're hot shit, wear a fake Rolex to a club, and have a Ferrari as a rental car because you want to pretend like you're something that you're not. A, you're not fooling anyone. You are not fooling anyone. And furthermore, save your money. If you're truly saving your money, every penny, live like a fucking immigrant. Live like you are poor. Poor. If you're doing that, then live with your parents or share an apartment with a couple roommates. Get a rental house. Do that and hustle. Stop acting like you've made it before you've made it. It doesn't work that way. And if you do that, that is a very good indication with 100% certainty that you will be fucking broke your entire life and you won't do shit. You have to not give a fuck about what people think about you. Just get out there and do what you love to do. Don't listen to people when they say good things about you, and don't listen to people when they say bad things. And by the way, I appreciate all of the love that you guys have had for all of my videos. That's why I want to give you guys value. Like speaking like this is something real that people don't talk about. Everyone's like, oh, you have to fake it till you make it. Bitch, you're never going to make it if you're faking it because you're not doing anything except for attempting to pretend to be something you're not. You're not actually learning a viable skill that you can then start to make lucrative and profit off of. You're not doing that, so stop it. And you're fooling your idiot friends that are broke. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling people like me. So I want to give you guys value, but I want to say thank you for all the love and support. I haven't had one bad comment, and I'm actually kind of looking for bad comments, so I might look forward to it. I mean, I'm not perfect. I don't like my teeth very much. I'm going bald. You don't even want to see the back of this head. You don't want to see that. That's got some Joe Rogan vibes going on. It's got some Andrew Tate vibes in the back of my head, man. I'm thinking about becoming Jewish. You get to wear that tiny hat. It'll cover up that bald spot. But guys, I am not, I just, I'm not perfect. And so I'm going to make mistakes, and some of you may not like my content, but if you do, just know that I'm going to grow and I am coming back every day. This is not easy for me to do. I do it every day on top of working 60 hours a week. And so I ask you, what is your excuse? Why haven't you executed upon something that you want to do? Life isn't going to stop. Don't live with regret. I know that sounds so fucking cliche, but seriously, if I had started this at 20, I would have nothing to say because I was an absolute idiot at 20. But if I had started that, I would have 10 years ahead of me currently. It's you against you. And that version of me would be kicking my ass. And so although this is a hobby to me, I'm envious of a person that starts early. If you were younger, or even if you're older, let's say you're 40, let's say you're 45. Well, guess what then? No matter what you want to do, as long as you hold your head high and have confidence, people will perceive you as having more expertise than you actually have because you're like a silverback gorilla. So get the fuck back in the cage and start to fight. It's never too late. I'll leave you guys with this. When I was younger, I would look for mentors. I just wanted someone. And the secret to that is mentors only work right from the get. And then eventually you outgrow those mentors and you have to find new mentors. The second your mentors become your friends, you know that you need to level up your mentorships as being you the mentee. So I was looking for mentors and I had found a couple in my life, but one in particular, I don't want to say his name, but he's a very, very rich man and he lives in Puerto Rico. I cold emailed him and he pulled a David Goggins on me. He said, motherfucker, if you're crazy enough to summon me, then I'm crazy enough to come. So he flew his airplane down here. He was doing something else, but he pushed things around so he could meet with me. The very first time we met at Starbucks, he had flown his own plane. He's a pilot, not a commercial, but he owns a couple airplanes, so he has a pilot's license. Flew from Puerto Rico, and he shows up at the Starbucks. I'm dressed up like a fucking idiot in a suit and tie. He shows up in flip-flops, shorts, driving a used, like 2004 Honda Civic. And this man is worth close to $1 billion. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, so I mental noted that. I met with him again the next year after I had leveled up, and I thought I was the shit. We went into a very nice restaurant overlooking the water, and I was dressed in a 3-piece suit, looked like the fucking man, until we sat outside. And then that 3-piece suit was suddenly my worst decision I had ever made in my entire life because it was so hot outside. And he looked at me and he said, Kyler, I remember when I was like you. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, you have to sell yourself. I have made so much money, I don't have to sell the world anything. I don't care what people think about me. He just didn't give a fuck anymore. I was the idiot there with the suit in 85-degree weather, and he was enjoying his life. Once again, in flip-flops, in shorts. You wouldn't be able to tell whether or not he had $300 in his pocket or $350 million. That is the goal. The goal is not to have fancy, shiny diamond things. The goal is to be financially free so you and your family can start to live. We work our entire lives, the majority of people will work our entire lives just so we can live. But the second we retire, we're too old and too beaten down and too broken to actually enjoy the fruits of our labor. So I highly recommend that first you like and subscribe to my channel. You know that 74% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed? Subscribe. If I bring you value, subscribe to me, and I will bring you a lot of value. Every single day, I will be giving you some sort of gem that you can actually use to better your life each and every single day. So make sure you fucking like, please. It's free, and make sure you subscribe. It's free, and for you, it's priceless. But I want you, getting back to what I was saying, I want you to be able to value your life now. Do it now. Live with abundance. Money is options, guys. I can say no. Can you say no? If your boss asks you to do something, can you tell him to get fucked? That's where you need to be. You won't have to settle for anything less than what you deem worthy of your time and attention. You can have morals and you can have hard lines in the sand. And if people cross it, then they're fucking dead to you. And you don't have to work with them anymore. That is the power of having money. And so don't go out and buy a fucking scat pack that you can't afford. Don't go out and buy a bunch of jewelry. Save. Save your fucking money. And eventually, you will become truly, truly wealthy. Thank you very, very much. And I just want to say, wealth is a state of mind. It's doing things over and over and over again over the course of a certain amount of time, typically a relatively long amount of time. There is no secret to wealth. It just comes slow, but it comes with every single action or decision that you make throughout your daily lives. So that's something for you guys to think about and consider. Start saving your money. Thank you guys very much. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you share this video too. I know that some of you need this shit. Peace out. Till next time, ta-ta for now.